Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a really cool team you can use for this class trial in Plaguelord. Good class this. First things first, you can grab yourself a tier 1 from the shop. This gives you a potion of enchantment, which means all your troops will start enchanted at the start of each and every battle for this event only. And you get some other stuff as well, like extra sigils, things like that. At tier 5, there is a fantastic weapon, one of the best in the game, Essence of Evil. Inflicts all negative status effects on an enemy and explodes magic +1 gems of their mana colour. Absolutely fantastic weapon. You will get it for free once you've achieved 250 class wins in Plaguelord. So you can do it that way by just bashing out really quick wins in Plaguelord class, in Explore 1 for example, to get that done. But if you're in a rush for this, you can spend a bunch of gems to get it at the tier 5. It's worth it either way. It's a really, really good weapon. Absolutely love it. But it is better overall to get it by just the class wins, because it's effectively free. Right, these battles you can do them in any order you like. Why is there 2 Queen Mabs? What's going on? She's appeared twice. She looks a bit of an attention seeker, looking at what she's wearing and how she strumps about town looking like that, which is not a complaint, but she's there twice. What's going on? Anyway, we have a choice. Being as though she's crying out for attention, I will start on Queen Mab. Why not? There's 2 of them after all. Right, but anyway, the team is going to be very straightforward and simple, but really effective. Mountain Crusher in first place, explodes brown gems, simple as that, but only requires 11 mana, and in the class we're going to be in, we're going to get a quick start as well. Plaguelord class, inflict stun when enemies deal skull damage to me. Hammer Mastery, gain 2 magic if using a hammer, which we are, really useful if you're a newer player. Anti-magic sphere, reduce damage from spells by 20%. Mana source, start our battles with 50% mana, so we get 5 out of our required 11 already. Rock solid, gain a barrier when matching brown gems, which we will do to charge up the weapon, automatically get a barrier at the same time. Stone mastery, extra brown, and fortitude, really cool, right? Troops wise, you can have 2 times Sister of Nightmares and 1 Magnus, or 2 Magnus, 1 Sister of Nightmares. Magnus does do a little less damage, sorry, than Sister of Nightmares, but Magnus does damage to all. So what is better? Well, obviously the damage to all is good, but the thing is with Sister of Nightmares, they start off with 75% mana. So depending on your magic level and how quickly you're going to just destroy them opponents, just a single mana surge of green or purple is going to charge up both of these at once, and then you just cast them both back to back and win. And if they don't die, you can inflict status effects as well, which is really, really cool. And they're stealthy, which is pretty nice. Or you can just have a slightly slower start, but once it's charged, do damage to all the enemies. Up to you. It doesn't really matter. 2 of them, 1 of them, 2 of them, 1 of them. Your choice. Let's dive in. Let's just show the banner ever so briefly. Spider banner, +2 green, +1 purple, -1 red, because I'm going with the favouring the Sister of Nightmares strategy idea. Right, so you can, if you grab like green, Sister of Nightmares already done, just cast them both back to back, one then the other, and the job's a good one. As you can see, Magnus wasn't far away either, so it's not going to make a huge amount of difference if you go with 2 times Sister of Nightmares, 1 times Magnus, or 2 times Magnus, 1 times Sister of Nightmares. It's just choose your poison, so to speak. You can take an extra round or 2 to get Magnus up, and in the same time of rounds, you could have charged up and cast your Sister of Nightmares. So it's going to be pretty similar, to be fair. But I do like the fact that Sister of Nightmares does all those status effects every single time she casts as well, which is pretty cool. Go on. You have your sneaky extra turns. And carry on. King Mikhail is next. Just finish off this lower level set, and then I'll jump forward a little bit. Get that anyway, just because it's there. Let him have that skull whack, because Sister of Nightmares is about to give him a wallop. Or 2. Or 4. 1 each. Emperor Liang. Green or purple. So fast it's ludicrous. And the cool thing is, if your Sister of Nightmares doesn't finish them off because you're a newer player, then by the time they've both cast, then your Magnus should be up and you can cast that as a finisher, or the other way around. I've jumped forward to the more tricky battles, but still fairly straightforward. What I've been doing now is casting Sister of Nightmares first. That does damage to the last two opponents, softens them up for Magnus to finish off, and then the other Sister of Nightmares usually just finishes off the top one, or the top two. Still fairly straightforward. You can cast your Mountain Crusher if you need to, or get some mana for it, whichever you prefer. So let's go for that strategy. Let's cast... Well, you can do it either way. You can do that first. Let's do that damage to them all first. Still going to work the same way. Finish them off. If the Magnus wasn't up, you could cast your Sister of Nightmares first, doing damage to the last two enemies. Then you cast your Magnus. That's going to wipe out those last two enemies. And then your other Sister of Nightmares finishes off the top two, if they didn't already die from random skull drops or something. We'll get that because it's a nice, cheeky, easy skull bash or two. Hello, everyone's getting a bit excited on this one, isn't they? Wiping everybody out in a hurry. So again, let's wait that one round for Magnus to get up. And just do it that way. Teeny weeny bit quicker. Picked up a couple of extra sigils there from the old Valraven. It's nice, going to get some green and brown straight away. I'm going to cast this now just to give my Magnus a nice head start. Soften them all up. Sister of Nightmares comes along and says, "Kaboosh to you, and kaboosh to you." Don't say kaboosh, you don't get the extra damage. It's a well-known, made-up fact in the world of Gems of War. Got one left. Who are we going to do? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's got to be Queen Mab. Right. Mab, I'll get that, even though I don't really need it. Sister of Nightmares is ready to rock and roll. I'm going to do that because I feel like being cheeky because of that Hunter's Mark. Oi. There's less of that going on, you. Alright, and then we'll explode that, and then cast of one in the other. Will be the job done. Let's get a bit of mana then. Kaboosh! Job done. There's the video. There's the team for this. Fairly straightforward and easy. If you enjoyed the video, then why not bash that like and subscribe button? It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.